Okay guys, so let's start with the last stream of the day. Continuing on with the data work. Let me share the link on Discord. Data work. Continuing. Okay, so let's see where we stop. I was trying to download NLLB for Serbian and I was processing CC matrix for Croatian, but something failed while I was working out. So I'm gonna just take these big data sets and download them during the night. And for this stream, I thought figuring out what's wrong with these four data sets that we noticed across all three languages. We had issues with EE Bookshop, with GNOME, with Ubuntu, and with KDE4 for those of languages that had that data set. So that's gonna be the plan for now, because I think we went through all of the other data sets. Let me see. Excel, and for Serbian we have 21 data sets there. Let me just double check that's the last one for Serbian. So this is the Opus Serbian. Yeah, I think that was the last one there. I can double check. Let me just see here how many we have, minus this and minus the download. That's 23 selected, yet I have 21. So I missed some of them, apparently. Let me see which one. Just a second. So, Serbian, we've done the Bible, we've done this one, we've done the Swedish, we've done the Wikipedia Health, 2922 as well, Wikipedia Health, also. Okay, we haven't done the EU Bookshop because it was broken. Global Voices, we've done it as well. Yes. GNOME, we've done it as well. Why don't I have GNOME? Just a second. GNOME. It might be that GNOME was also broken. Let's see. Gourmet, we've done this one. KDE4, we've done it. Mozilla, we've done it. TED Talks, yes. NLLB, we haven't done it because we don't have it. And then QED, we've done this one. Set times. Let me see this one. We've done this. Tatuiba as well. TED 2020. TED 2020. We've done it. Tilde model, we've done it. Ubuntu, we've done this one. Wikimatrix, Wikimedia, excellent. Okay, so a couple of these broken ones haven't been done. That's fine. So let's do all of that. As I said, I'm gonna focus on everything other than downloading these big data sets. There's a ton of things we could do. I think we should start with just figuring out why those four are problematic. And also, let me see. What could we do else? Distinguishing between Cyrillic and Latin, that's going to be one task. Okay, and then let me see what else here. Bosnian. LED filtering. Check the failed data. Again, as always, we have these four. And then Croatian. Analyze why these failed. Okay. So I think the next step should be, let me just add here, finish download HBS from Opus, submit the Opus script, manually go through the data. We've almost done all this. Okay, let's understand why analyze the 4 failed data sets. That's going to be one of the tasks. And then let me see. Filtering, we can't do this yet. This can be done only after Makoku. So download. Let's grab this one. Only the top level domain. Actually, I found out about this. They also use the language identification models. Okay. Kick off the filtering stage. That's going to be later as well. This is going to be later as well. So I think for now, this is more for the training. This is later. So we want to do this. Submit the script. Finish downloading the data. Finish analyzing the data manually. And submit the script. So like with this, we'll be ready to start analyzing and filtering and doing the data preparation. So I think this is kind of the main task we have. Let me see what anything else interesting. Okay, fair enough. We also have to do these checks at the end. I'm going to do this. So go back here. That's going to be the last task. Let me see whether we have anything here. We should probably do some LID filtering. That's going to be again later. I've just added this task to the top level. Checked failed ones. Check the failed ones. We've added that as the first task. Okay, so those are the main ones. Finish the download. Submit the script, manually go through the data. We can submit the script as the last task. And this is it. Okay. So let's start with these 4 data sets. That's going to be the first task. Okay. GNOME EU Bookshop, Ubuntu, whoops, AD4, okay. Those are some things we have to figure out. So let's start with, for example, EU Bookshop. Probably going to be shared problems among all of the languages. Let's open up, let's say creation, because that one has a allowed list. I'm going to say just EU Bookshop here. This is the only allowed one for the creation. Let me put CC matrix there. And then I'm going to put, as I said, EU Bookshop. And then let's set the languages. Okay. Hi, Sao Janya. What's up, man? Okay. Okay, looking good. Because we're doing this in the root, we don't really have to change, or let's just be, just for when I'm pasting them outside of the root, we can just put, again, target languages of 0. I think this is reasonable. How do I get through all the video? You don't get through all of the video. The best thing to do is to go through the open NLLB channel. That's where you'll find everything you need among these pin posts here. That's what you should do. Just check out the getting started document, and also check out the, let me show you this one. Check out the getting started. Check out the roadmap, the README, all of those details there. That's the best way to get started. Okay. And then source, I'm just gonna put this like this, and target same here, so we don't have to change this every time. We just refactor this a bit. Okay. Corporate list, the ones we ignore. Looking good there. So now we have some statements. So if creation, so I think we should be good now. And we can analyze what's wrong with, let's just rename this to Opus Croatian, or Opus, let's go with like HR, let's go with yes, and let's go with Serbian like this. Let me just check whether those are the names we have here now. So target language, okay, looking good. Looking good. Let's go and run with Croatian. So we have the Croatian set as the target language. And we're gonna kick it off. Before that, just double check that EU is empty. So we have, again, EU bookshop here, and there is some data, but it's broken, so let's delete it. And so we now have to rerun it. Nothing in there. Okay. Kick off the run and see what's going on. Also, while we're doing that, I'm just going to see what the website said about, okay, let me just hit F5. Apparently all were good. Why is that? If Croatian and in allow list, corpus lower is in allow. If it's not in allow, continue. And if it's in ignore, we continue. Let's see when the purpose, let's put a breakpoint here, like this. EU bookshop. Is it EU bookshop or EE bookshop? Not sure. Let's see. Gonna find soon enough. Run. Okay, might be. Wait. Bookshop. EU bookshop. What's wrong with my spelling? Because this is probably small. And this as well. Like this. Okay, run. Okay. Why would you continue? EU bookshop. Let's go again. Okay, this should now work. Let's go. So let's enter here and let's hit the first error. So we start and then we hit an error. Okay, let's see what's the error. So the error is let's go to issues. Actually, not to issues. They had some problems in Opus. GNOME Books Open Subtitles. They don't have any mention of EU bookshop. Let's see whether anything mentioned here. Alignment file could not be parsed. Mismatch tag. First link GRP has a closing tag that none of them have until the very end, where about 50 of them have a closing tag. Okay, apparently people have been struggling with this. No worries, Sardinia. Sojania, sorry for butchering your name. Okay. ENQK blah blah blah. Let's see. Let's go to Opus, and then let's go to Opus download. And then let's see, open this up. Let's just open this up, see what we get here. Raw, this is empty. Apparently this is empty. Because what? Could it be that it failed before we even got here, or what? Okay, that's weird. And then there's this. So let's just navigate here and do, so go here and then do gzip of the EU bookshop latest XML. Exactly. Okay. And then now we have some data. Let's open it up directly here in VS Code. Link, close, link, close. Okay, this one is closed, but the other ones are not. How many do we have that's not closed? These 3. Five, 6, 7, 8. Huh, who knows? Apparently corrupt. But even if it's not corrupt, the issue is these are empty. Why would that be the case? Let's see where we failed. We failed in the open sentence file. We tried to open there is no item. Why did you even try to open that one? Okay, let's just go. Again, there is no item. Document cannot be parsed. Okay. Well, let's try and step into it. I'm not sure how big of a data set is this one. Maybe it's not even worth I mean, it's only 1.6k sentences. In the grand scheme of things, nobody cares. Similarly, let's see, GNOME has a bit more, but GNOME doesn't fail completely, 0.6 million. And then we have Ubuntu, which was problematic, and also KDE4, which was 60,000. We can just ignore this, that's one option. But I want to maybe understand a bit better why this is failing. Might be a good exercise as well. Let me think. Let's just step into Opus Read, figure out what's going on. In the background, we should just run CC Matrix or one of these. I'm thinking, yeah, while we are doing all of this analysis, should we just let this run in the background? I think we should. So for creation, don't ignore CC matrix, just ignore these two and get to here. Let me just parallelize a bit all of these tasks. So here we are, CC matrix, just run. That's going to be the only one. Okay, actually, let me stop this because I made a mistake there. Opus download. Started downloading CC matrix, which we don't need to do because we already have it. We just have to paste this from here to here. And we can then delete this one. And then let's restart. Okay, let's go. Okay, it's parsing the file. Creation one is going to be fairly fast, but not so for the other ones. EU bookshop. This, allow this one, run again, and yes. Okay, EU bookshop. Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's just enter here. Enter. Okay, skip all of that. Language filters, default. Default alignment says latest XML, English Croatian, blah blah blah. Latest. Why is this one? This is always XML apparently. And then we go here. Is this existing file? Opus download Croatian. Apparently it's not. Let me just double check here. So we don't have it downloaded. And also we don't have this. Let me just delete this so as to avoid any issues. Caching issues. Okay, source zip. Latest raw English zip. We do the same thing here. Let's just jump over all this. And then we open up this file and we open up this one as well. Those are going to be our output files. So where does the whole thing go in the wrong direction? Let's see what fails here. This all just remains the same. We can just go over all of this. I've already been analyzing this code in one of the previous streams. Format sentences, blah blah blah, filters, format. Okay, this is interesting. We might want to step into this one. Why did you skip here? Wait. Let's try and enter here. Okay, let's go. Local align name. If there is none, we go and we download the files. We go here. We first list the files. So these three, and then we go and we download them. We run this and then we go and download them. Get the corporate data. Okay, and now we ended up with Opus data. Actually, this just gave us the dictionary of the things we need to download. Let's go to download. we go through the corpora, which is only a single, actually, sorry, 3 different files. Make the file name. Here's the file name. And then attempt to retrieve it. Okay, and we go. So that's the first one. And then we go and download the second one. No errors there. We download the third one. No errors there. So all 3 EU Bookshop latest have been downloaded. Okay, we're done there. That's the download. And then if it's open, we open up this one. We open up the EU Bookshop latest XML English Decoration XML gzip. Let's open it up. We retrieve it back, and then we call the alignment parser. We parse it. And then we go to print pairs. Add the file header does nothing. None of this is important. Okay, where the things start getting interesting is apparently in the collect links. Why did we skip this? S5.1, S4.1, S12.1, S10.1. How did we get this one? So if we open up this one, which is the alignment file, let's see again. Let's go here and let's open it up. Okay, and then link list. Let's see what this one is. Let's see, where did they find it? Okay, it's in here from doc. Why didn't it get any other one? Why this link group out of all of them? Huh. Okay, this is where it fails. It attempts to open up this file, but this file does not exist. Are these two the same ones? This looks the same as the target, except for the prefix, which is the 2-letter language code. But why don't we have these? You tried to open it up, but you hit the file not found error. I think that's what happened, right? Basically, there is no item in the in there, and so we're continuing from the next pair. Okay, let's go. And then we get this other one, 399. Again, the prefix is the only difference. Local doc. Opus download HR Croatian English. Yeah, this definitely does not exist. We never downloaded this. Why does this fail so badly? So we try to open this up, but we get this, and then we try and open up Bookshop Raw. We try and open up this one, EU Bookshop Raw. But this one does not exist. Okay, so there's one thing we have to do, and that's to, let's just grab something that does work, something that's like small. And maybe we can pick like, let's find Croatian. So HR. Let's wait to update. And then find something super small like this one. Just copy this one. Put that one instead to the list. So put it here. And inside of Croatian, we find ELRC 2923, 2923. So that's this one. So that's something like super short, a couple of hundred sentences. So let's just delete this one, or let's just rename it. We don't have to delete it. Something like old, and then then we can trigger the run as long as we don't have, let me see, in the download we have CC matrix in the bookshop. We don't have this data set. So again, let's now go to download Opus and run this. Enter. Go all the way up to here. And then enter here. Again, we can exit here. Open the alignment file. Alignment file is here. Local alignment file. And skip the first and the second branch, and then just go and download the files. So these are the ones that exist, and then we download them. We download them to Opus. Download HR. Okay. And then we open it up. That's it. Finally, we have the alignment parser that does, I guess, nothing for now. That's it. And then print pairs is where the fun starts. So we go here, and then we enter. Why is this one always skipping? Collect the links. Do we end up with the results here? Okay. English HR, XML, gzip. Same for Croatian. we attempt to open it up. So the local one is going to be in the download. Go to en. So it's going to be no open, but we're going to be zip. Open the zip files. Okay. Latest raw, blah blah blah. So that one actually exists. So EU bookshop latest raw English zip. EU bookshop. Sorry. ELRC blah blah blah. Latest XML English. Latest raw English zip. These two exist. So if it's a file, and this one is file, then we open the zips. Open it up, English, and we open up this one as well. Creation. And we report that we've opened them up. That's good. And then we created doc. So directory. Okay. We end up with what? This. Raw English, blah, blah, blah. Let's try that. We open the doc. And we retrieve it back. That's all because this zip existed. And then and then so basically this is where we fail with the other one, because we are attempting to read from files that do not exist, that we get from the collect links. We got those files from collect links. Okay, let me just disable everything except for this and rerun. Download, run. Enter here. Swear to God, I'm gonna put a breakpoint there. For some example, for some reason, the F11 won't enter inside of the links parser. So here we are now. Okay. Print pairs. We are here. And let's see what we get. So we open it up. We get the blocks. And then in the add link, we grab the link attributes from here. We're just parsing the XML. And then we append all of that. And we just retrieve that back. Get the blocks. Read lines until one or more end tags are found on a single line. Okay. I'll need a bit better concentration to do this. I feel tired for tonight to do this. Let me think. What's the best strategy? I need freshness of my cognitive capabilities to do this hardcore XML stuff. I mean, it's not hard code. I'm just tired. Let me just see. Latest XML ELRC 2923 latest XML English. Okay, here we are. Let's see how this one is structured. So we have this XML tag with a version with encoding. And then we have this doc type, public. And then we have the CES align. And then inside of this tag, we have these groups. We have one of these groups here. Target type is S. I think that's kind of raw or something. And then English from doc. English HR blah 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 zip. So that's the okay, that's when we unpack these ones where we find the data, right? English. So if we open up this one and we unzip this, extract here, we get under raw English. Let's go back. English, and then we find the English to HR gzip. I'm not sure how one should parse that. Latest XML. Okay, so that's this one. And then we have a bunch of links. Here. And that's it. I wonder for CC matrix how it looked like. How did it look like for CC matrix? So again, gzip, same here. Let's just use this one. Let's unpack that one. Okay, may take a bit more time. Okay, it's a huge file. Configure a limit. We don't care about that now. Let's just try and open it up. Hopefully not like hopefully this VS Code instance doesn't crash. Okay, looks good. So again, it's a huge file. Okay, the VS Code is obviously struggling. As long as it doesn't fail, I'm good. Okay. let's go back up, all the way up, and let's try and collapse this one, which I obviously cannot do because VS Code is, this is not a good example. I'm just trying to find a dataset that's a bit bigger than ELRC 2923. Just understand how this works. Where are these targets? Target, okay, X target, link ID, and then they say target 121.222, blah blah blah. Okay. You need to understand why EU, that EU document, EU bookshop is failing. We have to understand one that's working properly. And that's where this whole thing comes into place. So alignment parser, we opened up a file. We added some stuff here, append, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, this is where the whole collection starts. In the print pairs, under collect. Okay, let's stop this again. Let's go to download Opus. Let's rerun it. Let me just open the, before we start parsing, let's open up the file in here. Split on the right. And again, as I said, we have just a single group here. Okay, so let's see what it does. Collect links. We basically have this file opened because inside of Opus Read, we basically read it from here, and then we called open alignment file, and then we passed it into the we opened it up, and then we passed it into the parser, and now we're here. We're trying to parse the whole thing. So let's go here. So cursor position 0, verbose true. If we enter here, we go through the line. So here it is. We're literally parsing this document, okay? We have XML, version 1, encoding, new line. That's it. If verbose, we report the progress. Length, we parse the line, which does something. And if the length of completed box is bigger than 0, then we continue. Otherwise, so we now grab this second line. Let's see. We parse it, and nothing happens. Guys, just a second. Let me open up the door. Coming in a second. Okay. So third line, CES line. We're gonna ignore this one again, I guess. And then the final one here is the link group line. So this is gonna be the fun line, right? So from this line, we're gonna extract the from doc and the to doc. So now let me see, why is this parse line always skipping? I want to go there. I also want to go to parse. This is something inside of where standard library parser. Sure, but what's the what's the output of this line? We call self p, which is a parser create. Okay, and then we call its, I mean, this is completely, I hate when I see code like this. Intern is undocumented. Why does even use, why does anyone use something like this? What is this? Undocumented, what's this? Block parser. It somehow updates. So we had the init. So now this parser does something, some magic that we cannot, block name link group. Okay, here the value is attributes. And then can we enter? Yes, we can enter. Okay. This is the block. And then we again skip that. So now link is the first one. That should do something. We create a block and we add it here in the block parser. And so now because we're completed, we add this one to the complete blocks. And now here we enter, we grab the complete blocks and we return the block and the position. So while blocks exist, we go for block. I think we just have a single block, right? Yeah. If the name is link, which it is, then we call add link. So what does add link do? It grabs the X targets, these ones, splits on this symbol, and we get IDs, 1 and 1. And then we additionally split IDs and 0, just get 1 and 1. And then if we have filters, which we don't, we just skip them. And then we add the attributes, ID and X targets. We add them somewhere. Linked list, we just append the IDs and we append the source and the target and we retrieve that back. So basically the target, the source, and the linked list, which is basically tuple of IDs, and these IDs come from X target. Okay. And that's it, that was the last block. Now we do get complete blocks. So we continue, I guess, on line 2. Yes, line 2. Again, we're gonna parse it. We're going to then enter here, retrieve it back, go through the blocks. If it's link, add a link, blah, blah, blah. And then all the way until we wrap this up. So let's see, where do we end this? Let me just remove these breakpoints. Let's remove this until we get all the way here. Okay, so that was the collect link. So now we have all of these different ones, all the way to 287 to 289. or even beyond. Let me see, what's the last one? The last one is under more. 290 to 292. That's the last one. Source set. The last one should be 288, or I'm not sure whether this is ordered or not. Attributes list. And we get back. Okay, so we basically just parsed the, as you saw, we're just parsing the file. Let's see now what. We open the file that we read from the header, which should contain the sentences for the source. So it should contain the sentences from the source. But where is this one to be found? Let me see. What do? They grab the download and then they add this and try to open, which will fail because they do not exist, and then open zip files. So download plus directory plus release preprocess blah blah blah. So this is how they get the local name, and this is actually a legit name. Okay, this does exist. So because it exists, we open it up. We open, and we open the files. So we opened up the zip files. So again, we're just trying to grab the source file that was specified in the header. This one could not be found, and then we formed, using some hard-coded logic, we opened up the zip files that should contain the source data. So if now direction is source as it is, we grab all of the, no, we actually ask whether this doc name exists inside of it. And if it does, then we open it up. Let's just see quickly. So here it is. So inside of here, raw English, and then the XML. Let me just see again. So the doc name is there. Which is inside the zip. Is this one inside of the zip? And it is. Okay, because it is, we open the document. And then if direction is target, which it's not, okay, and then we repeat the whole thing. So we enter, this is gonna fail because this file does not exist, and then we open the zip. If it's not already open, but it is. And then because it's target, we ask whether this is inside of the target zip, which it is, and we open the zip. That's it. And now we try and parse that logic. So we have the source doc, and we want to parse it. So this was where the whole this is where our previous dataset was failing at. So sentence parser. We have the source document, which is the zip, which is open, raw, preserve. Okay, let's enter inside of the sentence parser. Do we have anything interesting there? Parse type, preserve, process, retrieve back the raw. Let's go back. And then we say store sentences from the raw file. And then we're gonna later pair them up. So parse the alignment file, load the source, load the target, store the sentences. So we grab the sentences, which are specified by these IDs, as you can see here. And these came from the X targets, basically. So we go in here, we open the document. Why does sentence parser have this document? Let me see. Sentence parser. Because we stored it here. Okay, let's go back. Data tag s doc size -1. Okay, so now let me quickly open the file here, and then English Croatian. So this is going to be the next file we are parsing. Okay, we have, this is the source file. Okay, we load it and we start parsing it. So get complete blocks, again, is going to be line by line. Here's the first one, nothing's going to happen, we're just going to skip it. Then comes the second one, which would be empty line, we skip it. Then comes the text, as you can see here, we skip it. Then comes the first one, that makes sense, and we enter here, and we retrieve it back. So now that we are back here, we call on that block, which contains the slowing the spread of the virus, name s id1, parse that block to get the sentence. Okay, we didn't get the sentence because I'm not sure why. Probably because the source set does not contain it. Let me see the ID set. Do we have one inside of here? Let's see what it looks like. So if we say like, is 42 in ID set? True. But is 1 in ID set? That's also true. Interesting. So why didn't we enter here? I'm not sure. Go to the second block. This allows everyone to use internet. Parse it. If block name is s, and if block attributes, which is 2, is in the ID set, then enter and parse it. So how do we parse it? We grab the ID, which is 2, we append the block data. This allows everyone, blah blah blah. We join to get the sentence. And then here we drop, we save the last one as well. And then they hard code this to list and then they retrieve it back. This is like the worst decision ever. Terrible. Just terrible. Okay, so that's what they keep on doing, right? They keep on appending to those sentences. And then go here, we close, report the progress, print, and we have the doc size. And then we do the same thing here for the target document. Nothing is going to be different. So it's just going to be a different language. Instead of this, we're going to have so instead of raw English, we have to unpack the second file to get the creation text. Okay, I won't do that. I'm just going to skip all the way down there. And then add doc names. This one and this one. Result file, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what happens when we enter here. We do nothing, okay? Linked list 288. Okay, that's the links of that's the list that tells us how we pair stuff. Progress, format a pair, Okay, the format the pair was gonna do what? Grab the source IDs, target IDs, and then read the sentence. So we get a sentence with this ID, slowing the spread of virus, append. Okay. We return that back. So we have the result here and the target here. And then we combine them together by writing to the output, and the output is just a file. That's it. There is no special logic there. We just keep on writing and writing, and we use the link to tell us how to pair from the source and the target, and that's it. That's it. There's nothing smart there. Okay, so we got there. So what now? Why are we now collecting links? Because this is a while loop. This is a while loop. I think we're gonna exit right now. We'll probably exit right now. Yes. Okay, we just exited, as I said. Close the doc, and close the output documents, and that's it. Close the zip files. Okay, that was it. Extract, and we're done. That's it. So now let's see why is this other one failing? Why is the EU bookshop failing? Let's do the same type of reasoning. Put the breakpoint there. Run until we get here. Open the read. We actually just care about the print pairs, so let's just go there. Okay. Collect links. Here we are. Again. Here's the EU. And here's how it looks like. So this is the alignment file for this dataset. We previously analyzed ELRC 2923. So this one doesn't seem to have the same format. So you can see here, this one is messed up. And then the lines are not. Okay, so let's see how many link groups we've got. Link group. Okay. Target type pass to document from document. So all of these the thing is, none of these documents exists. So it should just try and load. Let me see if we open up some of these raw files, what will happen if we grab the, so ebook, this is the alignment file. This is the alignment file, and this is the actual raw text. Let's just extract this here and see what we have. We have the raw, but there is no data inside of it. Why is there no data in EU Bookshop? Was there any failure? Let me see. Let's kind of run through it. As I said, it's a small data set. This was more of an exercise just to understand why this doesn't work. Hey Razan, I didn't see your message, man. This is, we made a roadmap. There's a ton of things that happened again, but like I guess the main thing is check out the roadmap on our project to see the updates. So just go to the project, read the new updates here on the README, check out the roadmap for the next milestones we're gonna be doing. And so now we are basically focusing here. I'm trying to download and prepare the HPS, which is the Serbian, Croatian, and Bosnian data, and train this smaller checkpoint, and then go on from there. So I'm currently just debugging some failed data sets from Opus, which is this repository of parallel text. That's kind of the context. Thanks for asking. Okay. Let's see here. The thing here is that this one, the link group actually contained the links. So this is like, this one is apparently completely broken. Like, it's not formatted correctly. We can manually fix it. But even if we manually fixed it, would it work if we didn't even download the data? So let's just see where it fails. So we try and read. Okay, we read. If the name is link, which it is, then we add the link. Okay. All the way until we do what? Okay, until we get to all 3000 or whatnot. The last one being S43.2. Let's see where that one is. S43.2. Okay, how many links do we have here? Seems there is a decent amount, like 6,000. Whereas here, for some reason, we have only 3,000. There's a ton of things that are not clear here. Okay, let's kind of play with it. Let's just play with it for now. Okay, now we try to open up the sentence file. So let's go inside of there. We try to open up the sentence file. We grab this first one, QK7205. Let's find that one. I think that's the first one, QK7205. And then 05079. Why is that the first one we grabbed? Could that be the only legit group? Okay, it looks like that one is closed. Okay. So we will try to load that one, but it's gonna fail as usual. And then we're gonna try to open up the file, like the local zip. EU book. This should actually succeed, right? Because we do have this EU book latest, blah blah blah. This should actually succeed. Just go here, run, and open this up. So it's open. And then we go like, okay, open up the raw, open this EU bookshop. So when we extract, let's just see. So when we extract this one, it's expecting to find EU bookshop that exists, and then raw that exists, and then whoops, there's nothing inside of it. So we go inside here and we ask, does it exist? It does not. Otherwise, we just say source zip open this file, and it fails because this doesn't exist. So continuing from next sentence file pair. We continue. And we go and try and collect the links list again. And so we're gonna again fail here. We're going to again fail. Now this is some different list of 2,700 something. Okay, we're gonna try and do that again. But we are again going to fail because this one also does not exist. And then we try to open up, well, actually zip is already open, so ignore it. So we try to open up this one, but this also does not exist. So we hit this one. Okay, and then we continue. And then we try and collect lists again. Collect links again, exit. We are now here. Why did we get there? Because this last one just broke out. Wait just a second. Okay, there was some exception that happened there. Let me just catch that one the next time. Exception, except exception is E. Let's just go here once more. Again. And then let's see. What do I need to delete here to just repeat this process? I think I just need to delete this. Delete this, move that to trash. And rerun again. Enter. Run. We're in the collect. Run. Is this the first one? Yes. We try to run. This fails. Let me just open this, it's fine. And then let's go. So this one fails. And we go here. And then we repeat the process. We exit. We get here with 2,000 something. And this fails again. And then we start collecting again. But this time we fail in that as well. Okay. Again, let's repeat this. Run, run, run. Okay, run. Again, run. Run. Okay. So now we're here. Let's see what fails here. Probably error while parsing the alignment file. So we try to get the blocks, but this happens immediately. Let's see what this says. Document could not be parsed. Mismatch tag line 6199 column 2. 6199 column 2. Why is this mismatched? Because it was mismatched from the very beginning. So like the file is now messed up. So like that's why this one is failing. Now get here, and as we see, so the alignment file is messed up and the data is messed up. So what do we do here? Let's just see what happens during the download. Let me just delete from the download all of these EU data sets. And let's try and just analyze what happens during the download. So here, let's go here. Let's rerun. Okay, let's enter here. Nothing happens in this one. But when we try to open the alignment file, we're gonna end up here because there is no alignment file, and then we try and download. And so in the download, we get here, and then we get files, we list them, and it says here are the files, and then we try and download them. We can just probably just exit here and then enter the get files. So here's where the actual download happens. We try to download, get corporate data, get response. So we fetch from this URL source English, target HR, operation, and then corpus, and then version. So we get some response, we decode, we load. Okay. 23 documents, return the data. This is the corpus. This is not just the metadata information. We create the file, which should look like this, and then so we just collect the data. This is how the corpus should look like, and then we attempt to download it. Here it is. So we're trying to find this file name. Let's attempt to get that one. Okay, then let's get the next one. File name, latest raw English. This one doesn't get any data. And then here, again. So everything succeeds, apparently. Alignment file gets loaded. That's fine. And then that all looks good, but then these other files are not there. And then we come here and try to read from them, but there is nothing. So we go here. Extract. No data inside of here. Okay, so something is broken with the EU bookshop. Let's quickly go to here, EU bookshop. There is only a single mention of it here. Let me see whether we can find the data ourselves. Let's save this quickly to somewhere, maybe like desktop, literally. Let's navigate there. Let's unpack that one and let's open it up. Okay, this is the messed up alignment file, right? That's the messed up alignment file. Was that the one we were downloading? Yes. Let's now try and get this one, English. And let's get Croatian. And let's get again this one, just to double check that was the right one. TMX. And then Moses. And then what are these? Mono, raw. Okay, I don't think we care about those. So let's see what we get. What do we get here? Unconfirmed download there. Okay, Croatian. We already unzipped this one. English Croatian zip. Let's unpack this one. Okay, here's some data. Okay, we can just download this one manually, or find a different way, rather than waste time trying to decode why this one was failing. And this tells us where they come from, which we don't care about. We just end up having, this is, I think, the Moses part. This is the Moses, right? This is the Moses format. If we pick this one, yes, txt. Let me think. Oh, this one is super big. It's probably downloaded in English. What's this one? Okay, this is just we don't care about these. We don't care about these. Let me just stop the download. Cancel that one. So we don't care about that. We just need the Moses, basically, this one. TMX, I don't think we need TMX as well. We just, again, try this, gzip, en, sorry, let's just do the en, hr, TMX, like this. TMX is, again, going to be some format like this. European environment. So we should be able to find this in the Moses as well. Let's just try. If we open up Moses, if we open up this, if we go to the end, we should find this sentence at the end. Yes, and it is here. So that's it. We can just use this data. Problem solved. Delete all of this. Stop this. Let's see whether we can we just fetch Moses directly somehow? Can we automate the download of Moses instead of, what's the link for this one? Like, let's see here, Moses. Okay, I'm just gonna download it manually. Projects NLLB, Persec, examples. NLLB, data, opus, we're gonna save it here. Now let's go to Serbian. download Moses here as well for EU Bookshop. Oops, EU Bookshop. Moses. Let's go to data, Serbian, save, and let's go to Bosnian. BS here. EU Bookshop, Moses, go here, go to Bosnian, and save it there. That's it. Okay, let's see for the other ones, for the other data sets, what's wrong with them. So we solved this one manually. So I'm gonna put a note here. Note for EU Bookshop, because of bad alignment file, we have to manually download the Moses format from Opus website. Okay, so let's just remove it. And let's unpack it and analyze it while we're here. So let's start with creation. Delete. What's the name of this one again? Okay. Here we are. Delete these. And this one is going to be English, Latin. This one is going to be Croatian, Latin. That's it. That's now in the right format. Except that we like the, okay, we like the folder here, which is the English Latin to HRV Latin. And then just copy them there. And that's it. So let's now quickly analyze the data. Croatian. English and this one. Split it right. And the English one. Okay, the euro is coming. Dolazi euro. Why introduce the euro? $487. The prospect of EU membership has been explicitly offered, accompanied by a commitment to help those countries meet the entry conditions. Oof. Kind of broken a bit. This text is broken. Weird characters. As you can see here, something is messed up there. Let's continue. 8.5. Institutional building. An additional amount of blah 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 from the regional funds has been allocated for the period 2002 204. Okay, that's okay, translation. Let's continue. 1443. 1497. Okay, let's go further. 2423. 3143. Okay, there's some messiness here. 3150. Okay, something is super messed up here. TM. Some characters that do not exist. At least not in this language. Here as well. Something is weird here. 313. Osnovana. This is wrong translation. 31. Okay, this is actually good. 4153. Do you guys still hear me? For some reason, I see it's loading. Let me know if you have any issues hearing me. Yes, thanks, Alia. Let's continue. 4670. Okay, Delovania. Looking good. 5364. And okay, let's go to the very end, the European environment. Okay, so what's the conclusion with this file? The alignment is good. That's fine. Most sentences do seem okay, but there are some weird ones. There are some errors, of course. All of these files have some errors. There is no perfect big corpus. But there are some errors I haven't seen in any other file, I think, for the better part. So stuff like, no, this is just, they forgot to close the parentheses or whatnot. This is broken. That's fine. But look at this. It's not that messed up, but every now and then there are these weird outliers. I mean, the model will ignore a couple of those sentences. It's fine. I think it's generally good corpus. Minus a couple of these quirks. Okay, so the conclusion. Let's go back to the conclusion here. This was creation. This was creation. I'm having some internet issues apparently. Or is it just my notion? I think this one was the most messed up one. All of the other ones, we actually have some data. Load more. In the form of weird non-Latin script characters. And some sentences some sentences where, oh my god, where each character is separated by spaces. We have to additionally download it manually, as the alignment file is broken. Okay, let's continue. Let's now do the same thing for other languages. So this was Croatian. Let's go to Bosnian. Let's rename this one. Oops. Let's rename this to EU bookshop. Whatever. We're gonna just extract it. Okay. This is the name. Does it already exist? Okay, then we just might pick up this data and cut and go here, and we don't need this, and we don't need this. That's it. We just rename this to this is Bosnian, so US Latin, and this is English, so it's going to be English Latin. That's our format that we always use for the files. Okay, having done that, let's quickly go and analyze the data. Let's see whether there is any difference compared to Croatian. Opus PS, sometimes that happens, so we have to analyze them separately. So English Latin here, and this one here. What is euro? Where is the euro used? Okay. This one is definitely shorter for Bosnian. I guess because they're not in European Union, to the best of my knowledge. January 2003, 123. European Union police mission in Bosnia. Okay. This is much shorter than for Croatian. Okay, a lot of this messiness with characters again. I think we can just do it like this as well. It's very short. Let's just see whether they're aligned. For estimating the impact of natural ecosystems, that looks good. Let's go somewhere here. Like 387. Neto promjena pokrivača zemljišta u Europi. Net land cover changes in Europe. Okay, this one looks good. Again, a couple of these messy characters. Other than that, I'm not seeing any issues. Maybe at the end of files, no. Just these parentheses are messed up. That's it. So let's go to Bosnian. And let's just add a note. Something's going on with either my internet or my Notion. It's laggy. While that's happening, let's go to Serbian and analyze it as well. So again, open the contained folder, EU bookshop, extract here, delete this one, just delete this, actually IDs in this, grab these two, cut them, and go here. and delete these two, and then delete this one. Okay. And there's some renaming here again. And here as well. Okay. Let me just update the table here with comments for Bosnian aligned. It's fairly good. Nothing else I want to say there. And for Serbian, let's open it up. So EU bookshop, English and Serbian. It's obviously not Cyrillic. That's I have a to do to change it. It's not Cyrillic, so I'm gonna change that. Why introduce the euro? What does the introduction of euro bring? Okay, that's a valid question for all Serbs. 245. Projektom je omogućeno spajanje mreže socijalne pomoći lokalnom stanovništvu. Again, a lot of messiness here. 245. Mostly on the Serbian side, not on the English side. 424. The temperature increases below 2% globally during the century is unlikely to be met, in part because of greenhouse gas emissions from other parts of the world. Okay, this looks good, and this is not Cyrillic. It's a mix of both of those. 839. This is messed up. Austria, Bulgaria, United Kingdom, Lithuania. This is messed up. 856. USA, this is again messed up. Definitely some messiness. (1072) land degradation and desertification. Okay, let's go. Let's go to 1237. Percentage of NPPO. This map shows human appropriated net primary production. (1296). Fort Forest. Lisbon. 1600. Not looking good. So it's aligned. There is a mix between Cyrillic and Latin. First part is Latin. Second part is Cyrillic, mostly Cyrillic. Only first initial 1/4, maybe 20% maybe is like Latin and then Cyrillic. There's some messiness here, some weird words, some placeholders. Some bad translations. Let's just make that note. Go back here to to-dos. And let's now focus on the next one, like GNOME. Let's try and understand why GNOME is spelling. Why is GNOME failing? Mix between Latin, first 20%, and then Cyrillic. Lots of messiness. Concatenated words. Weird characters, bad translations, gibberish translations. Okay, let's close it up. Close up all of this. Go back to Opus, download Opus. We just close up all of this. Oops, not split, sorry. I wanna close to the right. And okay. Now, let's see GNOME. Let's allow GNOME. We just have to delete it first. Here's creation. Here's GNOME. I'm gonna delete it. And let's understand why it failed. Go here, run. Downloading. Print pairs, let's see. Go here, select lines. Let's open up GNOME. Opus download. Let's go here. Let's unpack this one. Just copy this one and then unpack it. XML, gzip. Looking good. And then this one, let me just keep it at this. This is the alignment file. I guess that's going to tell us what's going on. Link group. Link group. Okay, there's a ton of link groups. So maybe, just maybe, some of these are messed up and they don't have data or something. We can always do the same thing as for EU bookshop. We can just download the Moses directly from the website if we notice any messiness. So let's see. Continue stepping through this. Put the breakpoint here. Let's exit. Where do we fail here? Just enable all breakpoints. Okay. Sentence file. We try and read as usual. That doesn't work, and then zip works, and then this works. Okay. Same here. Let's see where it fails. Okay, that worked. And we write the first piece of text. Okay. Let's continue. We're again collecting stuff. Where do we fail? Collect the links again. So again, this seems to work. We're writing. So what we need to do is just keep the breakpoints for the fails and remove everything else. So let's remove this, let's remove this, let's remove this. Okay. Error, parsing a line. There was an error parsing a line. Let's just print it and see where it happened. I'll just convert it into a string. Wait, why am I not seeing this? I'm not seeing this because it's not here. It's in here, and this is English, I guess. So extract here, go to the actual file, raw. Oops, so how does one open this up? Which one did they open up? Let's see. Complete the blocks, go to the print pairs, source set, verbose. What's the document name? Okay, English, and then AI Slariot GNOME. AI Slariot, and then some of these gnomes. Let's see which one. 310. Is it? Yes. 310. This one, and then this one. Okay. So which one is broken? Let's just pick this up. I should have opened it up here. Okay, this one is messed up for some reason. We tried to parse this, but what happened? It found this in the HTML, so that broke it down. I think this tag here broke it down. And then because of that, we do what? What's the behavior of the script? We close the whole document and we say this could not be parsed. And then because of that, we raise an error in the parsing. Continuing from next file pair. Okay, so we skip that whole thing. Okay, and then we skip that whole thing. Let's go. And again, there's some error. Not well formed. 312. Close the doc. Let's just print the E. Line 74. Okay, it's going to be the same thing, and then we skip that one as well. And then again. So how many times do we hit this? Let's see. A lot of times. Every now and then some of them is broken. So I think again, yeah. XML. Yeah, there's a ton of parsing errors. And then I think we're almost done. Looking at the progress down there. So like literally 30-40 segments files are completely broken. In this list of how many? Of like, well, there is a ton of folders, so I think still most of the text is saved. I wonder one thing. So let's just now, this is completely silly. I'm gonna run this. There's still a ton of errors. It's literally the same error all the time. Pretty much. Okay. And then we end up with a, so that's GNOME for you. Let me quickly see, let me close down this. Let me close it up. A, B, C, D, and G. Okay, so we still end up with a ton of text here. In total, 94,000, and the expectation for GNOME was, so GNOME for creation, GNOME for creation was supposed to be 0.3 million, and we got third of that, right? We got 0.1 million almost. So yeah, third of text was wasted. Let's see whether we can fix this by just downloading Moses. So let's go to data, and then let's go to creation, and let's save this. Okay, so again we're in creation. This is gonna be GNOME. Unzip it, and let's see whether there is any difference between the one that we parsed and the one I just downloaded. Let's see this one. English. Go all the way down. even less, apparently. 35,000. What's the quality of this data compared to what we have? So I guess we can just roll with it and accept these errors and get whatever we have left. So GNOME here, here's the English here, and here's the English that's downloaded. No, sorry, this is the Croatian. Just open up the English. We have much more data here. This has a third of the data that we have by running our own script. Let's just see the quality. I think I already made some comments on GNOME. A lot of these short one-word sentences, quote unquote. And here, let's see whether this is a bit higher quality. I think it's the same thing. I don't see any better data. It literally contains just a subset. Apparently they are not even subset. Okay. We can just note that it's messed up. Some of the files are poorly formatted, and that's the reason we're hitting issues. I think I already made some comments about GNOME. Let me see here. This is Serbian. Did I make a comment about GNOME here already? Apparently not, but let's go to Croatian and Bosnian. Let me see, why don't we have GNOME in Serbian? Bosnian, Serbian, GNOME is there. Aha, GNOME is there, but it failed completely. For Croatian, I think I made a comment about GNOME. Yes. Parsing it, some of the files during the generation are poorly formatted, so not all of the text can be extracted. During the byte text generation. Okay. And then let's see for Bosnian. We just remove this. And let me remove this one. Whoops. What's up with Notion tonight? Bosnian? GNOME? same reasoning there. Let's just see. I guess it's gonna be the same error. I remember we had the same error messages. So for Bosnian, let me open it up. First, let me clear this from Croatian, this GNOME I downloaded. Let me quickly open that folder here, GNOME. Let's delete this, and let's delete this. Not making any garbage. Bosnian, GNOME. What's the length? 0.1 million. What's the expectation? The expectation was let's see. While we're waiting for that, let me just add another to do here. What's going on with Notion? 82% complete. It's like as I'm uploading terabyte of data, not snippets of text. Something's not right, really. What's up with this? I don't want to lose my notes, man. Okay, we were mostly just handling all of that understanding is in my head as well, so all good. GNOME 0.2 million. So we kind of lost some data, but not too much. Less than for Croatian. Let's go to Bosnia. Take me to Bosnia. BS. I love the acronym for the language. BS for Bosnia. No. Extract here. Let's see. Let's just see how many data points we've got here. What? Oh. This is a bit more data. 164. Let me compare it side by side. So here, if we go to this new GNOME, and let's open up the English version, and then let's open up here. Let's go to this version. Okay, so this one is shorter. The one we have is shorter than this one. Let's see the difference in quality. I think it's not worth it for the 60,000 lines of suboptimal translation. You have to download it manually. I'm just gonna make a note that there is a bit more data for Bosnian when downloading Moses from the website. Note. And then for Serbian, it failed completely apparently. Let's see. Let's switch this to Serbian, and let's just add let's go. So Serbian, we should only allow the GNOME to pass. Let's double check that. Okay. Looks like this is GNOME. So let's see what happens. Downloading. And let's enable all the breakpoints. Okay. Something like that. Let's go. Classic. Okay, classic. This is just gonna keep on going like this. Let's see. Do we end up with some text or not? It seems we cannot get to end with it. Let's rerun again just to see where it fails. Where did it fail exactly? Key error ID. Can we backtrack from there? Where is the key error? Key. Opus file handler. Let's go to Opus file handler. Will it be here? Likely, I don't see any other option, so let's just rerun again until we hit that key error and just get to the bottom of it. Can we just recover from it or what? Apparently we cannot. There is some exception that happens somewhere here. Where could that happen? Let's see. What's not being caught? This one? I doubt it. Let's just wrap all of this. No, this is already enough. We shouldn't fail there. Collect links. Should always catch the error as well. So this should be caught, this should be caught. What are we missing? Format. I mean, I'm gonna put a breakpoint there if that happens. Or no, I'm just gonna put try block here. Let's rerun. This one is not fatal. How do we not catch the error? I swear to God, I'm gonna do it like this. Why are you complaining now? Okay, this is hopeless. Let me just see what we get if we download GNU. $0.6 million. Lol. 147 sentences out of 7.6 million. How many again? Let me just note it. 147. Okay, so we can either lose the data or fix this somehow. Serbian GNOME has only 147 sentences if yes, but even though the website reports 0.6 million and the Opus tool can parse it until can parse it successfully. Okay. Let's quickly go to Ubuntu. Let me set this to Ubuntu now. Let me clear GNOME. And let's just delete Ubuntu. Serbian Ubuntu. Let's just rename it. Okay, and let's rerun this. Serbian, that's correct. Put the breakpoint just so we see all is good there. Okay, Ubuntu. Let's go. Downloading. Okay. And then it fails somewhere. Likely in one of these two. Okay, what's the error? Probably same thing as usually. Can we just open this up? Ubuntu raw. Let's quickly see what's up with that file, and then we can just extrapolate from there. So Ubuntu, open the containing folder there. Nope, I'm looking for this, and then Ubuntu, and then which file are we complaining about? Okay, English, raw English, blah blah blah. Extracted. Ubuntu raw English, and then the name of the file is AI. I hate when this disappears. AI slariot.xml. And then it says which line. Line 74, column 123. Line 74, column, again, this. Well, if we wanted, we could easily fix some of these issues. It's usually just these URLs bounded by the tag, and that confuses the XML parser. It's sad we're losing data because of that. Okay, let's go back. Let's see how many times we hit this. And is it always this? It seems it's always this, similarly to the previous ones. So okay. And we end up with what? We end up with Ubuntu. How many lines? 37,000, 38,000. In expectation we had, well, in expectation we don't have anything because we can't actually download. Well, maybe we can hack the, we can easily hack the, let's just see the format. We can hack the URL and see whether they've got it. If we catch the right version, the versions differ in the URLs, everything else remains the same. If we got, let me just see once more, opus dash, that's the opus and name. Okay, opus, and then Ubuntu, and then we can try like version 1, Moses, we can try English to Serbian is what we're looking for. Version 2 maybe. AD4, version 1. Wait. Copy the link. Will this work? It will. So this works when we do it like this. But if we update this to Ubuntu, this doesn't work. Nor does version 1 work. Yeah, okay. We could probably figure out how the code is running it. Well, we don't know how much we're losing. So Ubuntu has the same issues apparently as if we change the creation. Let me just see where we get the same errors. Creation. Go back to creation. Find Ubuntu. Tag it as, oops. Tag Ubuntu as old. And then run Opus read. Sorry, download Opus with Ubuntu. So let's see what this is going to do for us. Run. Make sure this is Corpus Ubuntu. English to creation. Go here. Then go here. It loads it successfully. And then let's just put the breakpoint quickly here. Okay, and then we're done. And how much data we have? Ubuntu 22,000 there. Okay, and finally for Bosnian, so I guess I'm just gonna leave a comment here. Ubuntu. We don't know what's the ref number of lines for Ubuntu, as it is not displayed on the website, but it seems it has the same issues with XML tags as the GNOME above. Let's just see for Bosnian. Label Ubuntu as old. Okay. So here's the Bosnian data. Put BS here. And we just select the Bosnian logic here. Yes. Run this. Make sure this is Ubuntu and make sure this is Bosnian. Yes, it is. And make sure we change this from Ubuntu to Ubuntu old. Yes. Run. Downloading the files. Entering here. Make sure this is the one. Yes. Same issues. Not well formed. And we're done. And the amount of data is, inside of Bosnian, we have 60,000 sentences. Okay. So same conclusion goes. So for EU Bookshop, we downloaded it manually. For GNOME and Ubuntu, we have some data. Well, we don't have any data for Serbian actually, because that one fails additionally, but I think we can try and recover both GNOME and Ubuntu if we wanted by fixing those tags on the URLs. And then there's also the KDE4, which I think is only present for, actually it is present for Serbian as well. I don't think it's present for Bosnian. BS. So it's not present for Bosnian, but it is present for Serbian and Croatian. Let's just double check we have the same issue. So let's go to Croatian, HR, Croatian. And we have here 0.1 million sentences. And then let's just label KDE4 as old. And then put it here, KDE4 for Croatian, and put this to Croatian. So let's run Croatian, KDE4. It's probably going to be the same set of errors as for those two. But let's make sure that's the case. Run. Enter here. And put the breakpoint here. Okay, this one is a bit different. This one is hitting some key error. No item named blah blah in the archive. Okay, let's debug this tomorrow. So we went through a couple of these first data sets. We've analyzed the errors. We stepped through the code. We can do it tomorrow for KDE4 as well. I'm going to download the rest of the data during the night, so we don't have to wait. These bigger data sets like Open Subtitles, NLLB, CC Matrix and stuff. And then we can continue tomorrow with the rest of the tasks. Guys, a bit tired today, but I pushed through. I didn't sleep really well last night. That's the main reason, not because of too much work. So yeah, let's continue tomorrow. I'm going to start streaming. Let me just see quickly. I think around 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 a.m. as usually. So see you tomorrow. If you want to play with the project and get involved, check out the Open NLLB channel on my Discord, and you'll find the pinned posts here and a ton of people already engaged. So it's super fun. Come and join us, and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye. Good night, good evening, good day, good morning, depending on where you are. Cheers.